Hello, ladies. I'm super excited to be here today to talk to you about basic business systems for new business owners. Okay, so this is for you if you are just getting started and you want to know what is going to be the best way for you to stay organized in your business and also save time and money, and also know that you're in a good position to scale your business when that time comes and you want to be getting more clients and making more money, so that there's a smooth transition between like you just starting out and you making money, and having everything organized. Okay. So systems really allow you to focus on the priorities in your business, like getting clients, instead of worrying about the important things falling through the cracks. Okay. So this is, we're going to talk about how like the basic business systems that you need in order to get started so that you can be efficient and productive with your time, instead of wasting time. And again, instead of not knowing what are the systems that I need to start with, what are the systems that I need to implement first before you get to all of the complicated systems. Okay. So there's definitely some things that, that are really helpful when you're just starting out to start with. And they come at either free, they're either no cost systems or they are very little, like low cost systems, that are scalable. Okay. So I'm all about like doing a system and not having to do it like 3 more times in the future. I definitely had a struggle in the beginning when I started my business. Like I wanted to use the most like expensive and productive software and like platforms out there, but I also didn't have the budget to be spending a bunch of money on all the systems that I was creating. So I went through a lot of different systems, and I want to save you. I'm going to spare you, and help you and just share with you the ones that I've found to be the most productive and the most efficient, cost effective, and also scalable for the future. Okay. So that you don't have to put these systems in place a lot of times. Okay. So these are sort of foundational systems. So let me know in the comments if you are here live. Drop a red heart if you're here live, and drop, if you're here watching the replay, I know a lot of you watch the replay, drop a purple heart so then I know that you're here and I can come back and say hi later. Okay, so let's start out with the first 4 systems that, sorry, there's like an airplane going by. I don't know if you guys can hear that. My window's open. It's such a nice day. Isn't it beautiful? Hi, Jennifer. So nice to see you. Hi, Olivia. Hi, Kim. So nice to see you ladies here. Okay. So the first 4 that I'm going to talk about are things that, are systems that all businesses need, regardless of what industry you're in. And then I want to talk about ones that are more specific to specific industries, like the service providing or coaching industry, or if you have inventory. Okay, so I'm going to give you some tips on those ones. But the first 4 that I want to talk about is regardless of what business that you're in, these are the first 4 systems that I would recommend you start with. Okay. Hi, Jesse. Okay, so the first one that I want to recommend is a file storage and sharing system. Okay, so this is a cloud-based storage solution like Google Drive or Dropbox, and it allows you to store all of your files in one place and also share files easily. Okay, so these platforms offer simple interfaces and ensure that your files are accessible from anywhere. So I can access it on my phone. I can access it on another computer. I know that it's stored in the cloud so that it's not, if my computer crashes, like it's still there. Okay. So the reason why this is important starting out is because you want to be organized and have all of your business documents and all of your business files in one place. Okay. The more organized that you are, the easier it will be to scale your business and make more money in the future. Okay. And especially if you want to scale quickly, especially if you want to go to 0 to 5K or 10K months, in a short period of time. Okay. It's going to save you a lot of time in the long run to have all of your documents organized in files, in Google Drive or in Dropbox. Okay. So I personally use Google Drive. I feel like it's really easy. I can edit it. I can also, I can access files when I'm offline. So if the internet goes out or whatever, like, or if I'm like traveling or whatever, like I can access files offline as well. So the last one tip that I want to say about the file storage and sharing is I have a link to my business Google Drive folder saved in my bookmark bar on Google Chrome for easy access. Okay, so every time I open Google Chrome, I can just click on that button and all of my file, like my business folder with all of my client files and everything is available for me there for easy access, versus going to like google.com and then clicking on Drive and then clicking on the file, like my business file, and then clicking on my client files. Okay. So that's just a tip. If you want to make this easy for you to access, save it in your bookmarks bar. Okay. So the second system that is important, like if you're just starting out, is your email marketing platform or your customer relationship management system. Okay. So some people call this a CRM or just an email marketing platform. So this helps you manage and organize your customer interactions, your contact information for your clients and your potential clients, your communication history. And this is the system that you use to send out emails to the people on your list. Okay. I personally use Kajabi because it's an email marketing system, but it also hosts courses. It has a lot of resources on the back end so that I can store for my clients. I can have you can have a membership site, you can have courses that people can purchase, but there are a lot of options and that are a lot less expensive. And some even have a free version like MailChimp. Okay. So other ones that you've probably heard of are Flowdesk. I've heard really good things about Flowdesk, ActiveCampaign, Constant Contact. So you want to find one that works for what your bigger vision is. Okay. So if your vision is to have courses, then you want to go with something that is able to host courses. Okay. If you are only just going to be sending out emails, and you are doing like one-on-one coaching, or you're selling a product, or you're selling, like a service that doesn't require you to host other videos or any other resources online, you could consider things that are like one that's less expensive and that grows with you, like MailChimp. Okay. So the reason why this is important to have an email marketing platform is because you own your list. Okay. And you don't own Facebook or Instagram, and you can't control the algorithm and when people see your messages on those other, on social media. Okay. So it's really helpful to be able to contact your people that are on your list that want to hear from you, and people who are interested in your services and in your products starting from the beginning. Okay. I wish that I would have grown my list like when I first started out almost 7 years ago. My list would be a lot bigger, and my potential client list would be I would have more potential clients on that list. But I started it later, right? I started it a few years after I started my business. So I really recommend starting your email marketing platform as soon as possible, because then if someone's interested, you can add them to your list and you can nurture them in your, you can send one email to them every week, checking in on them and adding value and helping them with whatever their problem is so that they can trust you and they want to buy from you when they're ready. Okay. So that's the second one, is the email marketing platform. Okay. The third system is your payment system. Okay. If you're getting clients, you need a way for people to pay you. Okay. That sounds obvious, but some people are like, oh, I could just have them Venmo me. Right. So I don't recommend that you use friends and family or personal accounts for your business. Okay. This is a real business. You want to treat it like it's a real business. And for tax reasons, for financial reasons, for a lot of different reasons, it's really helpful for you to have a business account when you're opening your payment system. Okay. So like I said, you can have someone pay you through friends and family PayPal or through Venmo or through another way, but I recommend you opening a business account. These systems are free. Okay. You can open a PayPal account or a Stripe account, business account, for free. They do take a percentage of the transaction. Okay. But that's in any system that you use to collect payments. If it isn't friends and family, like Venmo, like you're Venmoing your friend because you went to dinner and she paid, or whatever, if it's not friend to friend, then you do have to pay for the system. You do have to, not for the system, you do have to pay a percentage of whatever that income is. Okay. But that's part of doing business. Okay. That's a part of a business cost. And again, if you want this to be a real business, you have to treat it like it's a real business. Okay. So I recommend either Stripe or PayPal. I've had some bad experiences with PayPal, so I only use Stripe now. And I found that it's been really helpful. You can have reoccurring payments. You can, if someone's on a payment plan, you can, it's really super simple to use, and that you connect that right to your bank account and you can get that deposited into your bank account. Okay. So that's the third one is your payment system. And the fourth one that everyone needs is an accounting system. Okay. So an accounting system helps you keep track of your business finances, including your income, your expenses, your cash flow, like all of the things that you're paying for, right? So, and all of the clients that you are getting, all of the income that you're receiving, okay, your revenue. So you can consider using a software like QuickBooks or Xero or Wave. I believe that Wave is actually free. So if you want an accounting system that's like pretty robust, you can use like QuickBooks or Wave, which provide user-friendly interfaces and can automate a lot of financial tasks. Okay, so you can connect that to your payment system and it will auto-populate so that it knows what your you can even connect it to your bank account or your credit card so that it knows what your expenses are and what your income is. The other way to do this is just to, if you have any accounting knowledge, is just to use a simple Google spreadsheet. Okay. So if you're just starting out and you don't want to pay for a system, or you feel like it's too much for you to input all of that or to learn a new system, I recommend you just using a simple Excel spreadsheet or a Google spreadsheet if you're just starting out. Okay. So you can get a template, or you can just like track like what your specific expenses are and your specific income, depending on what kind of business you have. Okay, if it's really complicated, if you're getting a lot of orders, or if you have a lot of clients, I really recommend that you have a system for this. But again, if you're just starting out, just a simple spreadsheet is going to help you out and can be used as your accounting system. Okay, so those are the 4 that I recommend for everyone. When they're starting out: your file storage, your email marketing platform, your payment system, and your accounting system. Okay. So I want to talk a little bit now about systems that are really helpful if you are a coach or a service provider. Okay. So there's 3 things that I find really helpful that I would consider really save you a lot of time and energy, even when you're just starting out as a coach or as a service provider. And those 3 are: the first one is your scheduling system. So this is where you are booking discovery calls. Okay. This has a calendar. You set the times when you're available, and then people can just go there and they can fill out their email address, and even they can answer some questions. Like you can have an intake form, like I have. So for my discovery calls, I have someone fill out the time that they choose, which is based on my calendar and when I'm available, their name, their email address, so their contact information. And then I ask some questions like, where are you at in your business? What is your biggest business challenge? To get to know this person a little bit more before we get on the discovery call. Okay. So this is really helpful. Jennifer says, what is it again? I'm sorry, it froze. Okay. So a scheduling system. So I personally use it's called Acuity Scheduling. I think it might have changed to Squarespace Scheduling now. But if you Google Acuity Scheduling, like you'll see that's what I use. A lot of people, some of my clients use Calendly, like calendar, but Calendly. And I believe that both of those have free versions. So the paid version that I use allows you to customize it, and there's like more options. It's a little bit more robust, but I think it's still only about $15 a month for this system, but they do have a free version. Okay. So again, this is for coaches and service providers. These three are all either have a free version or a very low cost version. So again, the scheduling system allows you to get someone booked on your calendar for a discovery call without you having to go back and forth and be like, what time are you available on Thursday? Like, oh, is 9 okay? Oh, it's not okay. Is 11 okay? Like, instead of you having to go back and forth, like you just have a place where you send people and they can sign up to have a discovery call with you. Okay. The second thing, if you're a coach or service provider, that I also recommend is Zoom. Okay. So Zoom, if you are a coach, obviously you need a way to be able, unless you're doing sessions in person, like if you're doing like remote sessions, virtual sessions, you need a place to have your calls. Okay. So there's a free version. I believe that it's free up until 45 minutes. Or unless you like with one-on-one, or if you have multiple people, you might also have to pay for the paid version. And I believe it's also about $15 a month. So again, you can get the free version of that, but you need a way to host these calls. Okay. So even if it's like you're a service provider and you're not meeting with someone regularly, maybe like you are a website designer or something like that, like you still usually want to get on a discovery call with someone, or you want to have some sort of call to like find out more information so that you can provide the service. Okay. And then the third one here that I recommend if you're a coach or service provider is a document signing platform or service. Okay. So this looks like either DocuSign or HelloSign. I think there's like Squarespace Sign now, like there's different ones that you can use. And most of these offer a free version if you have less than 3 contracts every month. Okay. So when you're just starting out, it ends up being free. Once you get more clients, you maybe start having to pay. So I think I pay around $15 a month for the document signing service that I use, which is HelloSign, which I think maybe changed into Squarespace Sign. But you can Google those and find out which one works the best for you. Okay, so those are the 3 that I really recommend you starting out with that save a lot of time and energy and going back and forth, and that allow people to book a call with you easily. Okay. So like if I'm offering at the end, like if I have a call to action and I'm like, oh, like get on a discovery call with me, someone is more likely to book a call with you if they can just go in and go to your calendar and find a time that works for them and then sign up for it. And then they get emailed automatically a Zoom link. If you connect, if you integrate your scheduling system with Zoom, it will just automatically send them a link to the Zoom call. And then it's done, right? Like then your only job is just to show up for that discovery call, and their only job is to show up for the discovery call versus going back and forth or it being confusing. Okay. So I really do recommend that. The document signing service, again, it's really just to keep you from going back and forth. It's just to save you time, and you can upload a specific document and like it can like or a PDF that's in there. And so it's easy for you to send that to your clients versus you creating a new document every time, or versus like sending them the document and then they have to print it out and sign it and then scan it back to you and email it back to you. And it keeps all of your legal documents in one place. Okay. So it's not totally necessary, but it is helpful, especially because it comes with a free version if you're signing less than 3 documents a month. So once you scale, once you have more than 3, once you're signing more than 3 clients a month, you're paying for that service. But by then you're making the income that probably justifies you paying for that service. Okay. Again, these are all systems to help make your life easier so that you have a foundation to your business so that you don't have to be doing all of these things and all of these like mundane tasks that aren't really necessary. Okay. So, if your business is selling physical products, it's also helpful for you to have an inventory management system. Okay. So this is like, if you have a lot of like products that you're selling, you need to track your stock levels. You need to be able to reorder, know when you're going to reorder, manage your shipments. Okay. So tools like TradeGecko and Inflow are helpful for maintaining control over your inventory if you have a physical product business and you sell physical products. Okay. Okay, now let's talk about some systems to put in place once you are established, a little bit more established. Okay, so once you have all of these 4 systems that I talked about initially, and if you're a coach or service provider and you have those other 3 that I talked about, the scheduling system, the Zoom system, and the document signing system. Like when you're a more established business owner, so you don't need to worry about these ones I'm about to say right now, unless you're already making money, you already have clients. Okay. If you're new and you're not making consistent money in your business, you do not need these. Okay. So if you are making money and you have a team or you have a VA or you like have anyone else working with you, these are helpful. Okay. So I want to tell you about like a few other ones. Okay. So like, once you've established your offer and you have your target market, you usually would like to create some sort of freebie or lead magnet that gets people onto your email list. Okay. So one of the goals here is growing your email list so that you have more potential clients to pitch to. Okay. So I actually did an entire training on this in my group, Confident and Courageous Biz Building Mamas. So if you are not a part of my group, come over there and join me. I will drop the link in the comments for Confident and Courageous Biz Building Mamas. And I did a whole training a couple weeks ago on how to grow your email list using a lead magnet. Okay. So this just like essentially looks like you having a landing page. It doesn't even have to be a website. It can be on your website, or it can just be like a single page that is offering something of value that people can put their email address and their name into, that sends them through a thank you page, and then delivers whatever it is that you were promising them. Okay. So again, you don't need this until you've already established your offer, your target market, and you're very clear on what it is that you're offering and how you're getting clients and where you're getting your clients. Okay. The other systems to consider when you're more established are a project management system. So this is if you have multiple projects going on or multiple tasks to manage. And if you're working with someone else, right? So if you have a VA or if you have someone else that you are working with on these tasks, it's helpful to have tools like either Trello or Asana to have a visual, like a vision board, track tasks, assign responsibilities, and monitor your progress. Okay. So I wouldn't get overwhelmed with this. Again, if you're just starting out, there's no reason that you need Trello or Asana to, hi Naza, to organize your tasks. But if you have a team, or if you have a VA, or if you are a little bit more established, or if you have multiple clients, and you want to be able to communicate with your clients, that's helpful to have a project management system. Another helpful system, if you're a little further along in the journey and you already have clients, you're already making money, you might want to consider a social media management. If you don't have a social media manager, okay, there's not someone that's like a VA or a social media manager that's handling that, and you want to leverage your social media for your business, you could consider tools like Hootsuite or Buffer to schedule posts and monitor engagement, see which ones of your posts are getting the most engagement, and you can also manage multiple social media accounts from a single dashboard. Okay. So again, this is not for you if you're just starting out, but if you're at the next phase of your business where you are scaling, a social media management tool might be helpful for you. The last one I want to mention, again, if you are established and you already have a team, is a communication or collaboration tool. Okay, so this looks like either Slack or Microsoft Teams. Okay, so like if you're managing a mastermind group or a group, if you're doing group coaching, or if you have a team, okay, there's people working under you, it's helpful for you to have a simple messaging platform for internal team communication. Okay, so something like Slack or Microsoft Teams. Okay, so I'm in a mastermind that uses Slack, and that's really helpful because all of that information is in one place. The links, we can talk to each other, we can have private conversations, we can have group conversations, and that's really helpful for that versus being in a Facebook group where it's more open and it's more like everyone sees everything and you can just tag people for some information. Okay, so let's recap. The four systems that every business needs, regardless of what the type of business is file storage and sharing. Okay, so I use Google Drive. Email marketing platform, I use Kajabi, but that's a little bit more expensive. So I think it's about $150 a month. So you can use, there's definitely more options that you can use. If you aren't planning on doing courses or memberships, then Kajabi doesn't really make sense for you. So you could use MailChimp or Flowdesk. Those are a lot more affordable when you're just starting out. The third one, your payment system. Okay, so either Stripe or PayPal are what I recommend. And the fourth one is an accounting system. Okay, so whether that's QuickBooks or which is paid, or that's Wave Accounting, which is free, I believe, or just using a simple Google spreadsheet or a Excel spreadsheet to track your expenses and your income. Somehow you have to be tracking this. Okay, it's not a business if you're not tracking your expenses and your income, and if you're not looking at your numbers. And then if you're a coach or service provider, just a quick recap, a scheduling system like Acuity or Calendly, Zoom for having discovery calls and for meeting with your clients, and a document signing service, which is totally optional, just to add a little bit more ease there with either DocuSign or HelloSign. And then if you already have your offer and your target market and your business is running and you're already getting clients, your landing page, which leads to a freebie or a lead magnet, is helpful. Project management system is helpful. Social media management system or a person for that is helpful. And communication and collaboration tools like Slack or Microsoft Teams is also helpful. So that was the recap. Okay, Kim says, this is all great information and I understand it, but if I hadn't learned a lot of it in the last 3 months, I would have been lost or overwhelmed. You should have slides or something visual so people can hear. Yes, definitely. And I can do a little recap. But this is, again, this is an overview. And yes, if you hadn't started a while ago, then you probably would have been confused, but hopefully everyone at least here can understand at least just the main four. Okay, so just recapping really quick again, the file storage, right? That's pretty simple. You probably already have that. You probably already use that for something else. It's free. The email marketing platform, again, that's just so that you can communicate with the people that want to hear from you. Your payment system, again, so that you can get paid for your work, and your accounting system. Okay, so whether that is an actual system or whether that's just a spreadsheet to keep track of your income and your expenses and the key pieces of your financial information that you need to know. Okay, so if you're gonna, for the takeaway for people like Kim or people that haven't been working on this for the last 3 months, definitely the takeaway is those 4 systems. Okay, Jennifer says, I own a yard grading business. Some of this is great advice for me. Okay, good. I'm so glad that this was helpful. So yes. So if you would like to more free trainings, again, and I go into more detail in my group, but I don't have a lot of time here. I only have 30 minutes in this group. So if you would like more free trainings and resources, again, I have PDFs and spreadsheets and things that will be go a little bit more into depth. You are welcome to come join me over in Confident and Courageous Biz Building Mamas. I would love to see you over there. And the last thing that I want to say is, if this resonated with you, if you are ready to take the next step, if you want help putting these systems together and creating a foundation for your business so that you can work smarter and not harder, so that you can be more productive, so that you can be more efficient, and so that you don't have to spend a bunch of time, like it sounds like Kim has spent a lot of time just in the last few months, like a little bit overwhelmed and lost, like not knowing what are the best systems to use. If you want help with this, I would love to jump on a free time mastery strategy call with you. So this is for women who are ready to learn how to get the business that they want in the time that they have. This is for you if you would like to get clear on what's been holding you back from really just getting the life and business that you want, so that you can take action with confidence and clarity. So I would love to jump on a free time mastery strategy call with you. If this resonated with you, and if you would like to get help and support in this area, really just growing your business and getting ahead and doing this in a way that saves you a lot of time and energy and money, I would love to jump on a free time mastery strategy call with you. Okay, Jennifer says, I'm sorry, what is the other group? Okay, so my group is Confident and Courageous Biz Building Mamas. I will drop the link to that in the comments here, along with the link to my calendar if you want to book a free time mastery strategy call. Again, so we can figure out like what's been holding you back, and let's figure out a plan for you to move forward with confidence and clarity. So I love you, ladies. I am grateful for you. Thank you for being here. I hope this was helpful for you, and have an amazing rest of the week. I will see you over in my group, Confident Courageous Biz Building Mamas, or I'll see you on a free time mastery strategy call this week or next week. Thank you.